What's up, guys? Mecha Ish here, and the moment you've all been waiting for, Red Onslaught. Let's do it.
Step out of your world and step in.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I have all the pieces required to put together this Red Skull Build-A-Figure, aka Red Onslaught. So I'm going to show you guys how it's done. I got all the pieces from this amazing wave, and I can't wait to put this bad boy together. Let's do it. I got this torso piece here, and let's just put the arms on. I'm going to put his left arm first. Pop it right in that hole. There you go. You heard it snap. That is a strong and secured joint. All right, I'm going to do the other arm now. Heard that snap. All right. Got some awesome looking arms. Now I have his left thigh. Let's squeeze that in there. Got to wiggle it a little bit. See, nice and secure. No snap, but just wiggle it in. Same thing with his right leg. There you go. I heard a little bit of a snap there. Okay. Articulation's working. Nice and tight. Beautiful. Alright, let's put this beautifully sculpted red skull head here. Let's see if we can get a good image of that. Look at that. I mean, how can you call the red skull head beautiful? But Hasbro did another amazing job with the head sculpt. You can see the teeth are all sculpted. He got his eyes, the black wash over it, well done with the paint job as well. But let's put this bad boy on. Let's get him on Onslaught here. So you see it's a ball peg. You got a hold, you got the ball, and you have the hinge there. So let's slide that right on. Oh, and then let's pop it in. You know, with this piece right here, this back piece that he has, it makes it very difficult to pop this head on. So let me try it. Just straight on pressure, if that'll work. Come on. There you go, finally. So we got the head to work. Oh, looking awesome already. But we got a few more armor pieces to put on. Wow, that looks sick. Okay, so now let's put on his left shoulder piece here. You see the shoulder armor. Let me see which way. Can it go this way? Would it look better this way? Let's see. That is not the right way to do it. So just so you know, have this longer piece come towards his arm. So let's pop that back off. And it's easy to, you know, you see the pegs here. You see the hole in the front and a hole in the back where the pegs go in. And again, just make sure this longer piece is aiming towards his fist. And it's very pliable, so you can move it around without worrying about snapping it or breaking it. That looks awesome. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Marvel is so killing it with these Build-A-Figures. Alright, let's put the other side on. Easier said than done, right? It's really not that hard. I just have slippery fingers today. Oh, press it in there. Make it nice and tight. Oh yeah. You hear that? You need some WD-40 for that. But that is in nice and tight. So once you put the pegs in the hole, give a little pinch, just like this. Squeeze it in so you don't have to worry about them getting too loose on you. Oh man, this looks awesome. And we're still not done. So now he has this back armor piece, which I believe goes like this. You see the hole in the back, and you see the peg here, right? I think if it went up like this, it'll be too... I don't think. I think it's supposed to be kind of like a skirt piece. So let's do this. Let's put it right back there. See, and not really a skirt piece, I should say, but like a cape. And you see that awesome looking sword image there going down, and then that is one sick cape. Take a look at this Red Skull Build-A-Figure. It is absolutely amazing. Now, you guys know I was a big fan of the Absorbing Man Build-A-Figure, but Hasbro has done it again, and in my opinion, they have done an even better job than that awesome Absorbing Man. I am in love with this figure. Standing at almost 8.5 inches tall, and he is just massive. You know, with those armor pieces on, he is that much wider, that much more imposing. You see the amazing head sculpt of the Red Skull, and I'm going to be comparing that head sculpt with the other Red Skull figures in the Marvel Legends line. But look at this tall drink of water. He has that awesome design, the comic book design of this Onslaught figure you know, this red Onslaught with the Magneto color scheme here. You got the purple, you got the red. Everything is nice and clean. It's shiny. It looks like armor. I love the musculature on that armor. The way it looks. Oh, the claws. Let's take a look at those claws there. Look at that. What a great job all around. You have his beautiful gauntlets. Everything is just on point with this figure. Wow. And you know, you have this back armor piece that is easily removable. So just to show you guys the sculpt even further, you have the nice wide back, which actually works with the articulation, which I'll show you guys soon. And then you have this deep red with the black wash. You have that here in the back. You have a little wash going on there in the back of the elbows. You know, all these Under Armour pieces, also in the inner thighs here. The musculature on the legs are great. They really put time and effort into this build of the figure. Whew, man. Just look at that red skull. I mean, this is definitely an upgrade from the Onslaught that we received in Toy Biz Wave back in the day. Big time upgrade. If only they came with that alternate Magneto head to put on this, that'll be even better. But let's put this back on. And let's get down to the articulation. Alright, let's talk about the articulation of this bad boy, starting with that sick head sculpt. You can see the Red Skull's head can go to the right, it can go to the left. It does not really go up, and it goes down maybe just a little bit where he's looking at you like, seriously? Seriously, bro? But let's put that back up. And let's go down to this beautifully executed diaphragm joint. And why I say beautifully executed, because it does everything it needs to do. It goes, you know, you have the rotation, you have side movement there, great range of motion, you have a beautiful crunch, and you have a beautiful arch. This armor piece here can be removed so you can see the arch a little bit better. But look how well that arch is. You see that? So great flexibility, and it's so well executed because of the sculpt. It does not break up the sculpt. You have this sculpt, this circle here, this armor piece that he has right at the tip of his diaphragm here, his solar plexus area. And look at that range of motion. It's not affecting the sculpt at all, and the sculpt is not affecting the range of motion at all. So awesome job. Great engineering choice, Hasbro. And so obviously, because they have already a diaphragm rotation and swivel, you do not need it down here at the waist. Shoulder. Now we have shoulder articulation here. This is your typical Marvel Legends shoulder. You got a hinge, and normally it would go 360 degrees around and around, but because of these awesome looking armor pieces, you're not going to be able to get that rotation. The good thing is these are a little articulated, so to get the lateral movement of the arm, raise it up to the side, you see how it moves along with the arm, but that's about as far up as you're going to get. So that's okay. I mean, I would not want to take this off. It looks so cool. But if you did, you know, you have better range of motion, obviously. Now we have the bicep swivel. We have only here a single jointed, let me show you, only a single jointed elbow. And we do have a rotation at the elbow. You see that? Now we also have this armor piece, this gauntlet. It's not part of the articulation, but it is moving. So it's like this armor, this purple armor gauntlet thing he has going on over his forearm was slid into place, and it does rotate. So every now and then when you're trying to rotate, look at that. When you're trying to rotate the elbow, you're going to be spinning around this armor piece. So just something of note. Going down to his hands, of course, he has the rotation at the hands, and he has a hinge. All right. Now with the legs, kicks up about that far. We go up to the side about that far. We have a thigh rotation, which is great, and we have double jointed knees, baby. And it looks so awesome because this armor is not impeding the range of motion at all, and you can still fully extend that leg. Now there's no thigh cut here. I mean, I'm sorry, no boot cut, but you don't need it. There is a hinge, very minimal because of this armor piece. You see his boot going right up into his shin there, so that's about as far up as it can go, but it does go down about that much. And you do have a little bit, well, a lot of ankle rocker, ankle pivot there, so that's great because he is a big dude and you don't want him falling over. Just so awesome. So excellent, excellent articulation on this Build-A-Figure. Alright guys, so as you can see here, I have the recently released Red Skull regular figure, not the Build-A-Figure of course. And just take a look at his head sculpt, also well done. You see he's on the Nick Fury body, and you just have that unique looking Red Skull look that only the Red Skull can rock. And now let's compare it with this Red Skull BAF head sculpt. So as you can see, I have decapitated the 6-inch Red Skull and the Build-A-Figure Red Skull, so I win. but as you can see, the differences here, you have the one on the right is the Build-A-Figure, which is much larger than the Red Skull figure on the left. Both have their own unique looking sculpts. I mean, you can tell it's a Red Skull, it's a skull and it's red. Of course, the one on the right is more sinister with the teeth grinning and everything. And it's just very cool. And let me show you how much larger it is. So it's definitely a bigger head sculpt, as it should be, because it's on the bigger figure. Yeah. But both great looking head sculpts. So I have the smaller Red Skull head here, and I'm going to put it on the BAF. And let's see if that goes on. It should fit. Oh, snapped on like a pro. But as you can see, the size is definitely noticeable here. It is a smaller head, and it looks a little too small for this body, but still looks cool. As the other Red Skull looks on from behind, let's see if we can put this big skull on the 6-inch Red Skull. And there is no snap because the hole is a little bit bigger. Let's see if I can get it to snap in there. I'm going to try really hard. Hopefully I don't break anything. Alright, there's no snap going on there, guys. It fits, but you don't hear the snap. But as you can see, it is a bigger hole, just slightly bigger than this ball hinge here. So it does go on. You have to wiggle it on. But turning the head and trying to articulate it, it might pop off. And it looks okay. But, you know, maybe because I know already that it belongs to the BAF, it looks a little bit bigger. There you go. Now, before I place this head back on its original owner, I wanted to size him up with the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Series 5 from way back when. And as you can see, the Toy Biz one does have a humongous head. I mean, it is a big head, but it does not pop off. It is not on that ball joint, and I will not even try because this is one of my classic figures. But it's a great looking head sculpt. So all three Red Skull head sculpts I absolutely adore. Alright, so that's enough with Red Skull heads. Before I put his original head back on, how about other heads from this wave? Captain Onslaught, the Red Capwolf. The Red Taskmaster? Maybe Udon Red Taskmaster. Those didn't quite work. It ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Right, Red Skull? Yeah. That body looks good on you. Check this out, guys. I got Red Onslaught standing amongst his peers. All the Build-A-Figures in recent years that I absolutely adore. You guys know from my previous Build-A-Figure video with Absorbing Man how much I loved him. And I am digging this Red Onslaught, man. This Red Skull looks sick. And you see the Hulkbuster there just towers over everything. But a close second is this Red Onslaught. And they just look awesome together. So thank you so much, Hasbro. You've been doing a great job with these Build-A-Figures. I long for the day when those gigantic Build-A-Figures return. I hope it happens, but I'm definitely happy with what they've been doing thus far. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching my video review of the Red Skull, Red Onslaught Build-A-Figure from this Captain America series. This is an amazing wave. I was pleasantly surprised by a few figures. I mean, the Mockingbird, I liked more than I thought I would, and definitely Whirlwind using that new body mold and his just weird color scheme and his weird look, I absolutely love. But my favorite Captain America of all time in the Marvel Legends line is this guy right here in the center. And Scourge has to be one of him and Captain America, my favorites among the wave. And of course, you have this great wave, you got the Udon Taskmaster, and to top it all off, with the Red Skull Build-A-Figure, which I think is just amazing. And definitely, you got 2016, you got with the Absorbing Man, you got Red Skull Build-A-Figure. Hasbro's killing it with these Build-A-Figures. They're doing a wonderful job. top figures so far of 2016, and I'm just so excited to see what's next. I mean, we got the Giant Man Build-A-Figure coming up next. Is it going to be as good? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. You know what to do. Peace.